Thank you everyone for joining today's discussion. Digital technology are transforming economies around the world. So I'm very curious, how is digital technology transforming your community and how does that impact your lives?
I believe that now we're working with Alibaba for this EWTP. So it's like if you have a small products, you want to sell it to the Chinese market. So they go through a platform where they have everything digitalized, including customs, paperwork forms, the traditional way of delivery of the system of the product. So last time, I think even like if I order something from Taobao from China, it will take more than about 2-3 weeks to arrive for foreign products. But nowadays, I think less than a week actually can arrive from China all the way to my home.
We're the generation that born with the technologies, but in China, in the past, like let's say 5 to 7 years, that even my grandparents, they learn how to pay with WeChat and Alipay by QR code when they go shopping for groceries even, and not just in major cities in China, but as well as all the other, even rural areas in China.
Africa is still developing and we do not have, it's not all covered by internet. So before there was Alipay and all that, there was M-Pesa. And the most amazing thing and innovative thing about M-Pesa is its convenience. You do not need Wi-Fi, you do not need a smartphone for you to access M-Pesa, and you do not need a bank account. All you need is have the cash and you have the kiosk agent and you just give them the money and they'll put it into your phone. So then you can conveniently send to anybody and they will access it, very easily. So this is one of the greatest success stories and innovative stories that we in Kenya have given the world.
When we talk about digital economy, as Elton wrote in the chat box, that Amazon comes to my mind, and also Didi, and then Taobao. These all companies come to my mind because these have been the torch bearers of this aspect of the economy, because they have shown us that how things can be done in efficient manner as opposed to being difficult in the former times.
Efficiency is definitely one of the benefits that the digital economy has brought to us. But this raises another question that I have is, as young people from around the world, are there any concerns? What are some of the challenges as we look forward in further developing digital economy? I'd love to hear your thoughts.
I think one of the key difficulties is the complexity, which was mentioned. It's not that I don't really understand the technology that goes on, but every single app or every single new thing new industry, you have to go make an account and then you have to register. And then you have so many passwords and then you just don't remember. One thing for me is just for every single, app, you need a new account. I mean, I know in China, China is very innovative, of course, in terms of digital economy. You can just use your ID and then you can pretty much register for everything. But then I don't think Australia has that. And yeah, I mean, something pretty funny is I went back to China 3 years ago, and then everyone's there, just paying digitally, and I'm still there, holding on to cash, and I felt really stupid.
I think the adoption of blockchain technology, for example, the introduction of Web3, has become a phase, and it actually is somewhat lasted, and it's become a prevailing thought within the economies. It's also successful, I think. The ideas of the blockchain technology that even China itself is adopting it with the yuan, like a digital yuan, for example. And I see Huawei has a good app gallery along with the phones itself that they provide. And I believe that, they're getting better at putting apps on that I can use here to replace what I had when, they had a good relationship with Google, but then that kind of went away because of geopolitical conflict, for example.
So like in some place, it could be just that they don't care, or they didn't even like realize the importance of data to be used. And others, it's still like they're still in progress of using data and like the digital world. Like not all countries are developed enough to implement these digital like solutions or digital world. Maybe that's why they're not focused on collecting data in the first place. And others is also, of course, privacy issues, which is actually the main problem, I think. Especially like in like biophysical systems, also I can see such an issue. Because like you're interacting on both levels, and this could be targeting like many people's, triggering their privacy issues, because you have access to like everything related to their information, not only like their current state or where they live, how do they feel, what diseases do they have, what size is their feet. So it is about privacy mainly, like for me.